Happy Valentine's Day, Ash Wednesday, 2018. Judy Life Mastery Consultant with Facebook Live this morning. And the concept of both and. You know, I wanted to read a couple things today. This is the start of day 1 of our 40-day Lenten journey, and also the beautiful day we come to celebrate as Valentine's Day. Let me read something to you from here. Good morning, you guys. Hello. All right. So today is not only Valentine's Day, but also Ash Wednesday. You know? And I'll be interested to see how some choose to celebrate the feast of St. Valentine's on the same day as we observe the first day of Lent in Western Christianity as a day of fasting. Now, I just think it's so cool because there's this Valentine's Day of love and then there's this fasting, a day of introspection. What if it wasn't an either or? What if it was both and? Because actually when we're choosing to go into this season, 40 days before Easter, it's day 1 by the way, that we're choosing this internal pure love for ourselves and others, which is all about St. Valentine. Let me tell you a little bit about the history of them. I just found this. One of several stories associated with the various early saints, named Valentinus, included an account of Saint Valentine of Rome. He was imprisoned. For performing weddings for soldiers who were forbidden to marry and for ministering to Christians. Now, according to legend, during his imprisonment, Saint Valentine healed the daughter of his jailer. Isn't that cool? He healed the daughter of the jailer, and before his execution, he wrote her a letter signed, "Your Valentine," as a farewell to her. So this day first became associated with romantic love within the circle of Geoffrey Chaucer in the 14th century, when the tradition of courtly love flourished. Now, here's about Ash Wednesday. So according to the Christian Gospels, Jesus spent 40 days fasting in the desert. Fasting, Valentine's, chocolate, what are we to do? Okay? And so, you know, Lent originated as a mirroring of this fasting as preparation for Easter. So what I wanted to do today is know this affirmation that I love that I'm always at choice, always. So what if we celebrated both love and a feeling of fasting with that deep spirit within us that mirrors your and your loved. I have this beautiful mentor, Mary Morrissey, and I keep wondering why I keep wanting to go back, and I know that she loves me and sees me for who I am unconditionally and keeps me moving forward. Just like I really know and hope. I was on a client call this morning where my clients know that I deeply love and care for them and appreciate them in this day that they are in. So know that. So here it is. The reading from the first day. Oops, let me see. And this is from a pamphlet, Keeping It True Lent. And I'm going to read it in day 1, Unconditional Love. Thank you, Laura. There you go. So first day of Lent. All right, we're going to go out and celebrate and party Valentine's as well. Oops. Okay, so the first day is about denial. I keep a true Lent by spiritualizing my thinking. I keep a true Lent by spiritualizing my thinking. I release the limiting beliefs of the past and focus on positive, life-giving ideas. Whoa. I keep a true Lent by spiritualizing my thinking. I release the limiting beliefs of the past and focus on positive, life-giving ideas. So, we release or give no power to false or limiting thoughts that distort the spiritual truth of our being. For example, we may state, I refuse to honor or accept limiting ideas that keep me from realizing my divine potential. How's that for an affirmation? Here's another one that I really love. I used this this morning in a writing that I was writing. I let go of outworn judgments about who I am or what I can accomplish. You know, this day used to put me in the pits. Oh my gosh, I was teaching everybody else was getting flowers and roses and chocolates delivered from their desk. Hey, Miriam, love you today. And, and I would get so pissed off. Upset. And it was whoa, nobody's giving me anything. Nobody's giving me anything. And I'm like, wait a minute. Stop, hold, limiting thinking, right? And asking myself, what am I giving myself? What thoughts am I bathing myself in? Bathing and loving myself today. That's the spiritual limiting beliefs. It's not about what them and what they do to you or for you or anything. It's about what are you giving to yourself? What kind words of love and sharing are you pouring into your heart today? Just take a deep breath and let that sink in. Here's another affirmation. I turn my attention away from any negative words spoken by me or spoken to others, remembering that nothing and no one but God has power in my life. There it is. Love is the highest vibration of power. Day 1 of our Lenten journey, Ash Wednesday, from ashes to ashes and dust to dust. So what if, this is another thing I'd like to ask you, for those of you in this program, it's called Brave Thinking Masters, and we're noticing what we're noticing. And what if this was your last day? How would you love to spend it? What love would you pour on yourself and others? I was going down and getting these balloons. I love that. I love these balloons. There's this really cool store. I love the people behind the counter, by the way. And they were getting ready for today, right? They were so preparing for today. They actually hired someone to come in and fill the balloons up, knowing that this is the day people rush in and grab balloons. So we were laughing, and they said, wow, there's so many single men out here grabbing all kinds of things, to show this outwardly love. Well, what if it wasn't about the balloons? What if it was about a daily love for ourselves and others? So as you go out today, you pick up some chocolate, you eat it, and oops, I'm supposed to fast, this whole thing of Lent and giving up. Well, what if we were giving up for Lent our negative, limiting thinking about ourselves or others? Let's just try it for day 1. The day 1 word today is about, denying, releasing limiting beliefs of the past and focusing on positive, life-giving ideas. So there's a group of friends of mine who are all in Egypt right now on a pilgrimage. And one of my mentors, they all seem to be there, and I'm here, and I'm jealous. And I'm like, wait a minute, just get into their experience. Well, she was talking about being by the pyramid, this one pyramid. And on one side of the pyramid, it was along the Nile. Green, lush, vendors, the whole 9 yards, this excitement on there. And then she said, literally, there was a line of demarcation as you walked on the other side of the pyramid, and it was desert. Quiet, introspecting desert. Day 1 of 40 days where he was walking out into the desert to get and purify all those negative thoughts and what ifs. So I love being on the Nile. I love being in the desert. How about you? Knowing that it's all about dreaming big, dream bold, and then we accomplish brilliantly. We brilliantly in love and appreciation for you. So, day 1, Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day. Celebrate knowing that you are pure love. Go out and give some.